Hi, my name is Destiny Ramos, and I am a senior at Nina High School in Wisconsin. I am on our school's varsity lacrosse team, and I am so excited for upcoming season. Now, my lacrosse journey has never been quite normal. I did start pretty late in the game. I started my sophomore year, which was super nerve-wracking, but I've always been the kind of person to jump at something new, and I've always been involved in different sports throughout my life, so I kind of want to see what lacrosse could bring me as a person and as an athlete. So I joined my sophomore year, and then obviously that's when the pandemic started, so we had such a weird season, and heading into my junior year, things still weren't normal. But now, as I head into a senior, and I'm on the varsity team, I am so excited to kind of be a role model for all the other girls on the team who can hopefully try to look up to me, and we can pave the way and pave a legacy for all of the future lacrosse athletes at our school. I know for me, lacrosse has taught me how to not be the best at something all of the time. I know that in my sophomore year, there were girls who have been playing for years, and I never felt good enough, and I didn't really know how to deal with that. However, I had to put my head down and I worked off the field. I worked outside of practices until I could get to my junior year. And even though I was on JV last year, I worked hard enough that I was able to become a co-captain and show my skills in a bunch of different ways. So heading into this year, I'm so excited to play in varsity, and I'm so excited to be continuing my journey in lacrosse. Now, to start at the very beginning of my journey, I have always lived in Neenah, Wisconsin, born and raised here, but my father was actually an immigrant from the Dominican Republic. He came here when he was about 18 years old to play professional baseball. So he has always been like my athletic role model, per se, just because I have seen the work he puts into baseball, even now that he's retired, and I have seen the way he can care for something so much and be so determined to meet a goal with athleticism. So I've always looked up to him. I've always went to him to help me with my workouts, and he's always been my mentor in growing as an athlete, and I've always appreciated that so much. Now, life off of the court hasn't always been the easiest. Neenah, Wisconsin is obviously a predominantly white community, and we are one of the only Black families in our entire community. So all I remember is when I was little, all the other kids kind of thought I was weird. I mean, I had my curly hair and my brown skin, and no one really knew what to do with that. But there was always one place that it didn't matter, and that was on the playing field. I know that it sounds so cliche, but it was always a little harder in the classroom, but when I finally got to be on a playing field, it didn't matter if I was black, if I was white, if I was brown. It mattered that we were all playing a game together, and as a team, we could be one unit and create that bond and that teamwork that didn't matter with anything else. So I've always been so dedicated to my sports because being on the field does truly give me a feeling like no other. Now, in the future, I aspire to be a human rights lawyer. I have always kind of been intrigued by law. However, what kind of drives me home is the fact that I really want to empower stories and the voices of people from all around the world. I think that there is so much change to be made in so many different aspects of life, but it can't happen until all of our stories are heard. So I think of my own stories about systemic racism in my own community. Think of my dad's story of growing up in poverty in the Dominican Republic. And I think that before change is made, these stories need to be heard. So I am more than excited to try to become a human rights lawyer in my upcoming years heading into college. Now, this scholarship would mean the entire world to me because I've seen how hard my dad has had to work as a truck driver after he retired from baseball, and I would like him to focus on his own well-being instead of going out every single night to help me pay for college. He's worked so hard to become a citizen of the United States, to become an amazing father to me, that I want to give something to him back. And I kind of just, I want to go to college and know that I am financially secure and he can relax for a little bit. I don't know how much he can relax because I do have three younger brothers, but I'm hoping that this will be a little something to give back to him. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I cannot wait to be heading in to college next year, and I'm so excited to hear from you guys. Thank you so much.